deep contentment.
That's really interesting.
Yeah. Many people believe that money can bring happiness, and trying to keep up with the Joneses sometimes can spiral you right into unnecessary debt.
Yeah, I can't tell you how many years I really thought that happiness was just going to be the end all, or the money was going to be the end ultimate happiness, and it's just not the case.
It's not, no. And when you think about the stock market crashes, well-paying jobs that can end up, you have them today, tomorrow they're gone, storms that can come through and destroy everything that you've ever worked for. So I learned to put my trust in Jehovah, and that has brought me total security. And that, having that security then really makes me happy.
That's true. Security definitely equals happiness, but I've never thought of it in that way.
Yeah. Another scripture that has really helped me, Bridget, to realize that I can't just not do anything, I have to be active. In order for me to be happy, I have to do something, is Isaiah chapter 48 and verse 17. And there it reads, 48:17. I, Jehovah, am your God, the one teaching you to benefit yourself, the one guiding you in the way that you should walk. So then when I read that scripture, I realized that I had to make a choice if I was going to be happy. So that choice will determine the choice that we make. If we follow God and we do what He says, that choice is going to determine how happy we're going to be. How happy we're going to be. So Jehovah God knows best what we need, and He wants us to avoid calamity so that we can enjoy life. That is why He gives us these instructions that are found in the Bible, and it's up to us to do something about it. That can be illustrated this way. I know that you have teenagers, and you have a son that you just bought a car for, so I'm thinking you have given him rules that he has to do before he can drive that car. But is it your fault if the child doesn't put gas in the car, if he doesn't put oil, if he doesn't keep insurance on the car? Is that your fault? What's going to happen? No. But you know bad consequences are going to happen. The child is going to be unhappy. So that being the case, we have guidelines. If we want to be happy, we have to choose some of the right decisions. I see that our time is up. We have lunch break is over. Tomorrow, I'd like to go over a little bit more about this with you, if that's good for you.
I would love that. I'm looking forward to it.
I'll see you tomorrow at lunch break.
Thank you, Sister Boetis. Thank you, Sister Bruno, for a fine talk. Well, then when it comes to gesturing, you have no problems with that. You did a really nice job with that. Thank you so much. That's very important about gesturing. But you actually weren't working on that. You're working on interest-arousing introductions, which is point number 38. You did very, very nice. Book talks about on page 215 3 different things. And one thing that's interesting is in the field ministry, if we don't give an arousing introduction, they're going to close the door. But when we give a talk in the hall, nobody's going to walk away, but their mind might start to wander. So introductions are very, very important. It points out too in the Sermon on the Mount, for example, Luke's account says, happy are the poor, happy are you poor, happy are you who hunger, happy are you who weep now, happy are you when men hate you. But it brings out that Jesus acknowledged some of the serious problems that people were having of their particular day. So when we give them a good introduction, people are facing so many problems. When we talk about their problems in our introduction, it gets their attention. So how important introductions are. How can we do it? It says, consider those in your audience, their circumstances, their concerns, their attitudes, and what they already know about your subject. Determine what there is about your subject that will be of particular interest and of value to them. So again, in the ministry, they shut the door. Here they can't. So we want to make sure we have their attention. The introduction doesn't have to be ultra long. It can just be a few seconds. Get their attention.